Cheer dance, known as cheerleading, refers to a type of group dance that intend to give motivation and support to a supporting team, entertainment to an audience or competition. Cheer dance consists of 4 to 30 dancers, both male and female. Male cheer dancers perform the lifting, while female cheer dancers perform the flies designated to the top of pyramids. So, yung cheer dance po is one of a cheerleading, and it also refers as a entertainment sa mga tumitingin po ng sport. For example is on basketball. Kasi sa basketball, makikita din natin na may mga cheer dancers sila where they're going to support their teams. So, that is cheerleading. Cheerleading. Cheer dance pala. Cheerleading originated in the United States and started by all male participants in the early 1880s, November 2, 1891. So, yung history ng cheerleader is in United States, and mostly or first na mga cheer dance is males. So, cheer dance in the Philippines, Cheerleading Philippines is the National Confederation of Cheerleading Organizations and the official governing body of cheerleading and cheer dance in the Philippines. So, now is we're going to talk about the elements of cheer dance. So, what are the elements of cheer dance? Elements of cheer dance is first, yells and chants. Second, jumps. Third, stance. Fourth, pyramids. Fifth, tumble. And sixth, dance. So, malalaman natin yan sa susunod na mga report. We're going to explain it. And also, now we're going to explain about yells and chants. So, what is yells and chants? So, yells and chants done by the performance with the pride and confidence. It helps to encourage the supportive spectators to cheer along and bring the prideful message to accompanitors. So, yells and chants is, ito yung yells ng mga cheer dancers to support their teams.
Hi ma'am, good afternoon. Have a nice day, classmates. My name is Corda Nalimuagay. So, jumps. My topic is all about jumps. We have the basic types of jumps. First, X jumps or spread eagle. Second is the tuck jumps. Third is the two touch. Next, pike. And next is hurdle. We have a different jumping movement breakdown. Before you perform the jumping, you should follow this different jumping movement. First, starting a standing position, just like it. Second, preparatory position. You have to prepare. And the next is jump execution, recovery or landing position, then after jump and back to the starting or standing position. Let's focus on the most important in the chair dance. Okay, stance are done by the flyers, usually female chair dance with pieces, male lifters and spatters. So stance are very important in the chair dance because if they are not performed well or they are not properly performed the execution, it can be result in the injury or can make somebody to be disabled because stance should be performed the proper execution for that the flyers will be securely safe if they are falling down. That's all. Next is pieces. So pieces are the athletes usually male chair dances that fold with and toes flyers. So this is usually a female, but no gender requirement for the pieces because as long as you can pull up the flyers, you can be pieces.
So next is flyers. So flyers are the athletes being held lifted in those up to perform certain stunt in height or in the air. So flyers is the most important rule in cheer dance because they are the one to be lifted and flyers are most likely to be girls because they have less weight, so madali lang silang buhatin. And next is the basic type of stance. So basket twos, both hand or the bases are used in being stepped on by the flyers. So next, brief. The stance which the flyers stand on the hand or the bases and lifted up in chin level. Fall or extension. This stance is similar but higher in height than flip. Thin stand, the most simpler stand in chair dance. Shoulder sit. This stand basically getting the flyers to sit on the shoulders and wrap the legs around the waist of the base. And spatting. Positioned in front, at the back, or side of the bases. Next is tumble. Including tumbling skills in your chair dance routine is an excellent way to add extreme thrill and excitement. So, type of tumbling skills are standing, stationary position, running. From a running start, cartwheel, the body moves sideways, imitating a wheels or round off similar to cartwheels, but the difference is landing must be on both feet together. So,
Hey everyone, so let's move to our next topic. Our next topic is all about formation. Formation play a vital role in cheer dance. Formation may vary depending on the dancers or stance choreographs. It is important to have a creative formation to create excellent visual effects. So, synchronization must be always observed in making formation in cheer dance. So, there are examples of cheer dance formation. First is bowling pin. So, this is the example of bowling pin. Next is diamond. So, next is diagonals. Next is window. Next is block. So, there are basic hand movements in cheer dance. First is front lunge. Next is broken T. Next is lift high V. Next is right bow and arrow. Next is high V. Next is doggers. Next is right punch up. Next is clap. Next is touchdown. Next is lift punch up. Next is clap. Next is low V. Next is T. Next is right half high V. Next is left bow and arrow. Next is right low V. So there are exercise methods in improving cheer dancing skills. Cheer dancing skills involves a multi-joint and muscles coordination in order to perform efficient movements. So, first example is strength exercise. Strength exercise involve press, push-up, planks, jump squats, deadlifts, and there are next example is agility exercise. It involves sprints, change of directions. Next example is balance exercise. Balance exercise involve one lead balance, twist jumps, flamingo lead balance. Next example is endurance exercise. It involves jogging, dancing, interval running. Next example is flexibility. Flexibility involves sit and reach, splits, bendings. Next example is coordination exercise. It involves markings, music and dance simulations. That's all. Thank you.
And today we are continuing with which is health optimizing benefits on chair dance. So specific techniques that chair dance require cause the body to develop an endurance system which can be healthy benefits for the joints. Why is chair dance healthy benefits for the participant? Because if you are performing different types of chair dance, you can be healthy and you can learn some other ways. First, as a student, you have to be analyze the cardiovascular stamina, which is you have to be repeatedly practicing and doing the routine for perfection builds cardiovascular stamina and endurance. It is very needed in the third dance because for you to be long-lasting in the performance. Next, strength training. Stance sequences, tumbling passes, and jumps build powerful muscles in the lower body, shoulders, and core. So that's why the third dance is needed of strength training for that to avoid some injury or accidents. Of course, it is very needed in the third dance. Next is for coordination. So the ability to move the body to a sequence of motion is essential for timing and rhythm, and this is coordination. So this is very really needed in the third dance that there's coordination, because if there's no coordination, it can be a result in the injury or disabled person. Necessary when performing high kicks, jumps, split, and stand sequences. It is very needed to be flexible. If you are a church dancer, you should be flexible. For that, you can perform well and to avoid accidents or loss of balance. That's why your body should be flexible.
Do's and don'ts in cheerleading. So first class is do eat the right kinds of food and try various physical activities. So meaning to si class, kumbaga iwasan natin yung mga pagkain na kumbaga makakasira sa ating katawan. Kumain tayo ng masusustansyang pagkain at inumin for us to being a healthy body. So second is don't take practice for granted. So tama class, huwag natin kumbaga baliwalain yung ating pagsasanay para maging maganda yung ating performance or mga performance sa mga activity. Then, pangatlo is don't push yourself too much. If you're hurt or injured, don't push yourself to attend practice. Yes, tama class. Kasi pag dumalo ka ng mga pag-ehersisyo or mga pag-practice, hindi natin maisasagawa ng maayos yung ating pagsasanay kasi nga mayroon tayong karamdaman which is masama yung pakiramdam natin or mayroon tayong sakit na nararamdaman. Yes. Then last is do wear appropriate attire, use the right clothes and right shoes during cheerleading practice and competition. Yes, upang maging maganda yung ating performance is kailangan natin magsuot ng mga tamang kasuotan, yung mga kumbaga hindi mga fit, which is yung halimbawa nito is yung pantalon para kumbaga makagalaw tayo ng maayos. So magsuot tayo ng tamang kasuotan para maging maganda yung ating pagsasanay o ating pagsasagawa ng mga activity. And also remember class, prevention of injury is better than cure. So, ibig sabihin is, mas mainam na mag-ingat sa mga posibleng pinsala o mga sakit kaysa sa mag-cure or magpagamot ng mga pangyayari o kumbaga kung may mangyari na ang isang bagay. So, first is warm up. Should be performed prior to all session of strenuous exercise. It should be consist of general activities, raising the body temperatures to light sweat. So ibig sabihin, bago tayo mag-perform ng mga activity natin, we should mag-warm up tayo para para maging maganda yung ating yung ating mga galawan, hindi magsakit yung ating katawan. So mag-warm up first para maging maganda yung ating pagsasagawa ng ating mga activity. Then second is stretching. So before and after exercise, before and after exercise or physical activity. So stretching kailangan din natin 'yon para ma-stretch ma-stretching natin yung ating mga katawan, maging maganda yung ating mga galawan sa pagsasagawa ng mga activity. And second is stretch gently and slowly. Third is hold stretches for a minimum of 10 seconds, and last is break slow and easy. And then last is the warm up or cool down. Consists of gradual reduction or activity of levels for 5 or 10 minutes. Example is slow, easy walk and followed by stretching. And note, do not forget to always keep yourself hydrated during physical activities. So that's all. Thank you.